Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today, na 1st of May, Monday, country Sunday. So na double whammy. Na day wey they call am say na International Labour's Day, 1st May. Na day wey worker them for all over the world, they celebrate them for their contribution for society. Una welcome to our daily podcast, a program where we bring una the truth, we bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis, where they help we for worker through this journey to our freedom, to the independence of Ambazonia. Na me, una own countryman, since past king, Mr. No Connie, Ambazonian FBI, I don't come again for una, for can give una this very important communication for this podcast. So today, I will respond specifically for our people them, where they then inquire about the banning of Brasseries to Cameroon. I will also get some very special edition for podcast today, for reply people them where they then inquire about, still inquire about the resignation from the AGOVC. And the reason I will do that one today, because things are come up for the AGOVC, I don't really know where Dr. Cho wants to take this thing to. From blackmail to insult to warning soldier here and there. And today, yesterday, Lucas Asu, the spokesperson for the AGOVC, then come out with another blackmail video about me and the reason why I resigned. So I go respond for that. I don't know why or where they try to take this thing to. I don't try for focus. As I don't come up for the, I don't try for focus, for create my own organization, for create a structure for the forces that want to work with them already, for continue for fight for our country. It did that one a crime, but that one a small. And which I want to tell our people then I say, there was a very classified information that I had shared with Dr. Chuayaba, with Lucas Asu, with the SG of the ADF, that they have leaked to La République du Cameroon, and they are using it on social media to target me and my family. This is unacceptable. I will not let it go in silence. I'm going to put it out to our people to know exactly what is happening. And I'm focused to fight this war. A lot of people were out there who wants me to, for us to work together to do the things that will free our country. We will do it together. And there is no stopping in that. I will leave that as a prelude to the special edition that I'm going to put out there to address what Lucas Asu have put out, the blackmail. It has to stop. It has to stop. But it gives an opportunity for our people anyway to really know exactly what is going on and to clear the air and to let our people know the exact reason why this our struggle have stalled. I will not relent. The soldiers that have died under my command, they still talk to me in my dreams, and I owe them my allegiance and the people of Ambazonia to fight and see this war through. I will never, ever abandon our quest for freedom. And I've told you people, I have taken the personal responsibility to get this job done, and I will do it. So I'll go back to Brasseries du Cameroon. As when I know this ban for Brasseries, some people did ask and say, why not only Brasseries would ban them? Why will not ban Guinness? Why will not ban Kaji? And say Brasseries, it don't buy Guinness. I want for first clear the air, say Brasseries, it never buy Guinness. They don't always want for buy Guinness, and they plan for buy Guinness, but they never yet buy Guinness. Now still two separate country them. For war, for fight war, you need to learn about the system with your enemy where you fight them. If you see how way America fight Ukraine, the America fight Russia, they target specific people them for Russia. They target specific bank them for give them sanction. The people they sustain the decision-making body or the president and his supporter them, that those one the way they target them. Those target them be meant for send a message for the enemy and for alter their behavior, for soften them and for break them, and also for set division amongst them. So you know if you just ban everything, some people they talk, so why would they use MTN, why would they use Orange? If you don't notice and say for inside Ambazonia, or for my talks of Cameroon as a whole, most francophones them they use now Orange. Most anglophone they naturally use now MTN, because MTN na a anglophone, so-called Anglo-Saxon company wey come up for South Africa. So there are many symbolic reasons them and reasons, tangible reasons them why we na Brasseries would target them. And me as one of those father them where they be propose the banning of Brasseries, and I be campaign them very hard for Skakoof, time for Skakoof, and they implement this ban. I could give you exactly the reason why Brasseries be very important for Banam. If you want to look Cameroon, for fight Cameroon, you need to already look the people the way that they sponsor this war, or when they gain for Cameroon occupation for Ambazonia. Target them, then you go easily win the war. You need to isolate those people the way that them be that strong people they fight we, so that if we defeat them. The same La Republic. When I see they need to fight all with the same. They target some specific Ambazonian people the way they know say na key people them. Target their family for propaganda, for blackmail, for intimidation, for broke their will for fight, and then for use and for win. We will need to do the same thing, and a wider would ban Brasseries. And I will explain for una for Cameroon. The system where they support Cameroon, when I first study them for the defunct elf, when I an investigation with the French court, a magistrate be doing for France, it really paints a perfect picture of what is really going on. Now, who the Prince CFR, now who the benefit for the company them, how will they be take over our country, they start use pobia, now which kind of policy the way we put them in place, where those undercover multinational that they use them for exploit our resources, they be implement with they call and say privatization, where our people they be naively follow them without knowing where to go on. It will be a transfer of state property into the hands of those people doing that they actually benefit from the system. Their licensing, issuing, it also determine who benefit from Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. If you follow the money, you go indeed win the master way they behind the regime. For the case for Brasseries and Guinness, it be been an Ambazonian company. Most colony they be go with their own company them and their support system. So when British people they be established for Ambazonia, the British company their own alliances then too they follow for come. So you see Brasseries it be been for Victoria. They can last struggle to move on for Victoria, send them for Douala. Now for specific reason them they try to change the nature, the ideology, the culture. It get plenty dimension them. We not get problem with sponsorship. We not get problem with private investor them, but we will also be mindful of those who are behind this investor them. So our people that need for another one. Brasseries, na a company will be owned by this company called say SABC. Now the parent company for Brasseries, now they own Brasseries, and the person we own that company they require say Pierre Castel, now one of those people in Le Boulois, now the people in Le Boulois way, now they really manage the resources, the economy for exploit those African countries, then for make sure that money they also donate them for contribution for political party, then for France. Now they oil the machine way they enable the French government for continue for sustain this so-called France Afrique. This man way they call Pierre Castel. He get him money, the direct money source for him money way, then create the Brasseries, he come on for Omar Bongo. And if you look the way this their occultic order them, Omar Bongo, now he be the top at the head before Pobia the one even they come for back. So this company for Brasseries, it be established for all the France Afrique country them, from Gabon, Ivory Coast, Central Africa, and they get specific type of poison the way they put them for their member them, where they be addictive. Certain chemical substances the way they need to put them for other with French people they need to use them for their own citizens them. If you now look, there are some company where they get protection from Cameroon, their police. You get some company where they use na private security forces them. If you look for all company them, Brasseries their protection they come now directly from B, the elite unit for La Republique, their military be sponsored by the Israelis government. Now they train the B them, now they form the B them. And B, it then for protect those barons them when they run that country for when they be behind the country. So apart from the protection of the B way they get them, the person way it control the B when they directly support the Brasseries and when a big shareholder too for inside the one for Cameroon na Ferdinand Gongo. If you know Ferdinand Gongo, na he be the head for B. Now he actually control B. So now own force that for Cameroon way, it shadow the presidential force then way It be under Pobia, where you look at the infighting for La Republique to Cameroon. These are the group of people where they get the shadow cabinet for La Republique, where they always go get meeting for the French technical advisor them, that they actually run that country. Now people the way them get bad faith. Now people the way they really push that slavery mentality for inside Cameroon, and then get a group, a clique, when then the French people they really use them. You get Ferdinand Gongo, you get Felix Mbayu, you get Atanganji Po, you get Laurent Esso, you get René Sadi, you get Lejean Mbela, and all these people, then are the group of people where they oppose dialogue. Now the people where they be hardcore France Afrique people, the way they push this war. They don't want any compensation, they don't want any negotiation, they don't want any compromise for this war. So we need for target specific people them who know they just do things them like randomly if we want to win this war. So if we not even look the attack for Balangi, where my network for dark force and attack Brasseries for the EBC, so they be carried in an inside convoy. They begin a B convoy them, where whole captain for B provide security for Brasseries drink for day. So we know exactly who our enemy them be and who they sustain the regime and who get interest. Say me they treat we for this very bad way. Brasseries, if we not look them, they control over 75% for the brewery market for inside La Republique to Cameroon. No normal thinking or clear thinking or right thinking person or government go to promote me a company where they control 75% for the market. Me go take over another company where go become a clear monopoly. So the only reason why they do them now because na a colonial system where they promote and where you no get any interest for or rational thinking behind it for the economy, for the people them. Brasseries, you get people that like Dampolo also where they don't transfer wealth for the hand. They manage this wealth now for the regime where they in place. The same like how they give some specific license them for this photo Victor them during Amadou Ahijo. Me they run business on the behalf of the people the way now they take money for it back. Now the same thing where they go on with Brasseries. So Brasseries na a total France Afrique company. If you go for their headquarters, they talk only French. They need to tolerate any Englishman may enter for the amongst them. So they will first get, if you look even the type of people they manager them for Brasseries, you will first get this person where be there like a missionary for Africa. For France Africa, we call him a missionary. They will call that man Emmanuel De Taille, if I never forget his name properly. He will be the former manager for the person that work for this road them. You know, he don't work for the CIA, work for the French intelligence, and then now you get the he be there like an African anyway, for like black woman them, all this type of thing. You get the new one where don't come for the coin and the Cazo Stefan. Gonna feel look a profile. Now a total person where it despise anything we come up for England, then despise we Anglophone them, so-called Anglophone Ambazonians. They don't transform that company. If you look the type of deal where they sponsor and sponsorship, the artists the way they sponsor them, because the brewery industry now they hard for cultural manipulation. They sponsor not only francophone artists, they steal advertisement and cultural outlook for the country may be completely French. Wanna be see the défilé for La Republique where they be making where they cut Cameroon map into two, remove celebration for Anglophone side. It will be sponsored by Brasseries. So now they get that real idea for France Afrique. Now they push that agenda for slavery mentality for inside our territory. Then they try to destroy the cultural fabric of Ambazonia, thing way the whole. Make some man, make mistake fee say a bit tight for the people the way they support British heritage because I be against any form of assimilation, be it from Cameroon or even be it from France. I stand for indigenous Ambazonia identity. Now why that they call when I say my country people them I support pidgin English. I know they mean for English manipulation as well. So I be against all those things them. But our heritage for the British colonial past now also a part and parcel of our identity. They try for wipe them off. Brasseries take over for Guinness. It be in line of them wiping off any trace of British heritage for inside Ambazonia. So we need to know this distinction. Think the way they go on where people they never even be wise for Noam. If we now look the design for the so-called way Ferdinand Gongo, they can stand with the Laurent Esso, then say the one for develop a new seaport, they can for make announcement. Go look the plan. The first plan it will be now for demolish down beach. They want demolish Down Beach. And their main target for demolish Down Beach now for remove Afreseka monument. They want for wipe out our history. So they no get no plan for build that seaport. They want first start and say they go first destroy Afreseka monument, move them for the lights they want put up for museum, wipe them out for the, and then they will leave the project halfway. They had it always do them. You go step even for Tico International Airport where they talk say they want for start the project back. Look the people the way they give them contract them and the company the way they tight for those contract them. Now family member them for this arraignment god. Now they get contract them for that Tico Airport. People they like Felix Mbayu, Tabe Tando, Peter Mafani Musonge. So now so thing for empower the clique of people the way they did for that shadow regime of Ferdinand Gongo. So our people they need to be wise. Say you need to don't take decision blindly. These are the reasons why I be advocate for the banning of Brasseries and other organizations and to them be that advocate them. It will almost be unanimous. Even our people that for ground zero where they be the see where to go on, then to be that advocate them. A thing like this now a collective decision, not be one person or one movement if you take them. So it be important for educate our people about the various points of view and the reasons why we need for target Brasseries in particular. If Brasseries buy Guinness, no be because say they no feel buy Guinness, therefore don't buy them long time. Now say they be the shame the international community say how they will do transform Cameroon into this type of thing where it will be a monopoly. Now just shame. Now fear face they make and they never take over Brasseries. So they don't want hide behind this struggle. So they want buy Brasseries now. You see even they don't want to talk about CDC. Now they be done destroy CDC. Destroy the airline with the plane the way they use them for the railway system and everything. They talk now say we want destroy CDC. No, now they don't destroy CDC. Now they don't destroy every fabric of our economy. So but we need to be very smart war, the fight war. You need to target some things. You need to target all man. So make no man no make mistake. We need to get intelligence. We need to debate. We need to bring ideas and make decision will be across the board. People that agree with them across the board. So I feel say it be very important for me to pass out this information, educational information for our people them, so that like they talk, knowledge is power, and I want to empower una. My papa they always talk say man way be safe, na man way he know your enemy. If you don't know your enemy, you know ever be safe for the ground. So Ambazonia, know your enemy, know who you are fighting for. Not just be blind to the fight La Republic. No. Behind that La Republic, there are some people. There are some powers. There are even people who can help Ambazonia, and there are people who want us to go down. Capo Daniel signing off. Looking out for you.